Alrighty, folks, we're back. We've got a couple cool ones. I do have some odd complaints about them, though. Anyways, so this is what we're doing today. You already know. McLaren 720S Liberty Walk, the boring concept version. Mini GT number 1083. And then I also have this Liberty Walk Lamborghini Huracan GT, which is number 1055. This is in the Gravity livery. Both of these very, very hyped Liberty Walk releases from Mini GT. I like them. I think they're cool. I do have a couple complaints. We'll get into that later. But I did pull out all of the previous releases for the Huracan GT. I do have all of them. So the white, red, and yellow were the three OGs, of course. Very good castings for back in the day. They're kind of legendary. And then these two right here are the Toys R Us versions. And then we got a magic green one, which is arguably one of the best ones. If you follow me on Instagram, this has been my profile picture. A front shot of this has been my profile picture for a really long time. This might be my favorite one. It's hard to decide. But then there was also the Fighters Works version, which was really cool. And then this metallic orange was awesome as well. And then they did this digital camo one too, which is based on a real livery. So I do have all the chases for these as well, except for this red one. The two Toys R Us ones don't have chases. I do have all the chases for them. I've fallen out of love with chases. Those will not stay in my collection forever, but I do have all the OGs. I don't know that this lives up to the hype for me. They brought the casting back. We'll go ahead and start off with this one. So they brought the casting back, which I don't know. I think it's cool that they brought the casting back to do some more like updated actual liveries. But at the same time, we already got, how many is that? 4, 8. We already got 9 releases of this particular casting before. And I feel like bringing back these old Liberty Walk castings just clogs up our releases with just tons and tons of Liberty Walk. I know a lot of you guys feel the same way. While I do think that this livery and car is really cool, I really don't think it needed to come back. Anyways, here's the card art. It is very cool. It is just a render. This isn't a real photo or anything. And that I have a actually very solid concrete reasoning as to why this isn't a real photo, which most of them aren't, to be fair. But, I mean, looks good. Nothing to complain about there. Here's the box. Again, LB Works Lamborghini Huracan GT in the Gravity livery. 1055. There's all the information there. Lamborghini and Liberty Walk licensing. This is right-hand drive. And here is the car. So, as far as the casting goes, I'm just going to take a quick look. I don't think they've changed anything from the old releases. I think everything's exactly the same. And that is kind of where we get into an issue, in my opinion. The wheels. They used the same wheels as... Let me just grab one of the old ones. They used the same wheels as they did on all of the previous versions, which they're not bad wheels by any means. I actually always thought that these were pretty well done and fit this kit quite nicely. These are the Forgiato wheels, right? They look pretty good. They fit the kit. It's what they used to use on this kit. I think pretty primarily. They used a lot of Forgiato wheels on their like R35s and stuff too. And they used white ones on this one, but in my opinion, they don't look good. And the reason why they don't look good is the real car does not have white Forgiato wheels. The real car has white 3-piece Vossen wheels. They have white spokes with silver lips. I think those wheels look really cool on this car. I do not think these old Forgiato wheels look good on this casting at all. To me, if you're going to bring back a casting and do some kind of hype liveries for it, you should be putting more effort into the wheels. I don't care. That's my opinion on it. Nothing will change my opinion on it. I can respect that the actual livery is nice, but not doing the wheels justice is just ridiculous. Like, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, aside from the wheels, I do actually really like this. It's a nice like sky blue color with white accents. It's a very cool one. Classic headlights. They look great. Clear acrylic. The headlights on these Huracans have always been great from Mini GT. I like the white accenting up here at the front. All kinds of sponsorship logos on this one as well. So it's got a do not step right there. That's kind of funny. I think it says it on both sides. Falcon underneath the headlights, which is pretty cool. So I guess the real car runs Falcon tires. I didn't take that close of a look at it. Gravity logo up here. I like the arrow at the nose. Lamborghini badge looks good. Just printed on. Slammed UK. This is a car that resides in the UK. They also have the UK flag on the back of the windows, which is pretty cool. And then also the guy that owns the car, I believe the guy that owns the car, Jay Clark, is on the little fin that goes back to the spoiler, which I actually think is a really good detail. That is pretty cool that they included that. LB on the roof, pretty big, and then just more white and that light blue. And then they also painted black into these little vents on that rear hatch, which I don't believe they did on any other casting or any other color of this casting. I'm looking at them now, and they all look the same. For example, right here, and also for all of them except for the Fighters Works and the digital camo, they all had this like gunmetal gray metallic roof. I don't know if that was supposed to serve as carbon fiber. And on a lot of them, that it kind of comes back to this like little first area, and then it goes into black for these side vents. And then a lot of them had the body color on the inside right here as well. So this is the first time that they've actually done black painted details in those vents back there, which is an improvement for this casting. That absolutely is an improvement. So I do like to see that. The wing and everything, the wing and the fin looks the same, but it looks nice. Black with Lamborghini on the top, and then the sides are blue with the Gravity logo. Back right here, they did not do the titanium blue exhaust, which I think they did. I don't know why I keep putting them back on the tape. I think all of these old ones, in fact, we can look. I think they did blue, like titanium blue exhaust on all of them. And obviously that could be accurate to how they did the real car. Okay, so this camo one did not. The camo one has like dark gray exhaust tips. But all the rest of them had these like titanium blue, which I always thought looked really cool in this casting. Also, my white one is missing it is missing an exhaust. Oh well, it's been like that for a long time, and I just remembered. But anyways, so they did gray for this one, which probably is accurate to the real car, I would think. Rear diffuser looks nice. They actually did some white paint on the rear diffuser in the middle. And then what does that say? Europe's premier automotive event. What is? Gravity? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the premier event is. I'm sure somebody will tell me. But taillights look the same as well. They were always done pretty nicely. Acrylic and then a little bit of red going through the center. A couple Gravity logos on either side. The venting in the back looks pretty good. And I believe everything back here is pretty much the same as the old ones. I don't really see any big differences except for the exhaust color. They did do Liberty Walk on the bottom of the wing, which is nice. And then, yeah, like the side profile, it looks good. I like the big Gravity logo on the side with the number 5. Overall, it's really not bad. Oh, also, this one was done by Blackfish. So there is that. And I actually think that the Boring Concept one was done by Blackfish as well, right? I think it might have been. I can't remember now. I was just looking at them before I started recording. But yeah, it's actually a very nice one, and I think it does fit pretty well with all these back here. I just wish they wouldn't be so lazy with the wheels. Like, it doesn't look as good with the 5 spokes. And speaking of that, I forget who it was, but you'll see the photo on screen. On Instagram, I saw somebody took this and they got some like custom 1/64 scale wheels that actually matched the real car. So they were like a 3-piece 5-spoke with like a polished metal lip and then the white spokes on this exact Mini GT, and it looked incredible. After I saw that, I was like, yeah, I don't know about this Mini GT now. It could have very easily looked a lot better if they would have put some better wheels on it. But anyways, that's my opinion. I know a lot of you guys probably won't agree with that. I'm sure some of you will. I just think that one was super lazy. Although, it is a nice livery. I do like the livery quite a bit. And I'm excited to see what other ones they do. If they start doing plain colors of this casting, I'm going to get kind of annoyed because we've already gotten a bunch of plain colors. Well, not plain as in boring, but since they're bringing this back, they better all just be like cool liveries that have existed or do exist. Or else it's just going to feel like a waste of a casting. And if they're going to do some that should have different wheels, they should actually do them like that. And that's also a complaint, a small complaint, and it's not as warranted for this McLaren because I will explain that here in a minute. But I think they should have done different wheels on this McLaren too. But anyways, this is number 1083, McLaren 720S LB Works, the boring concept livery. McLaren licensing and Liberty Walk licensing. This one's in left-hand drive. So let's take it out. Again, this one was also very hyped up, and it's kind of a cool livery. I do like the livery on both of these, don't get me wrong. That's definitely not why I'm a little disappointed. But anyways, so yeah, this one's done in like a cream color white, which is pretty cool. And it's got the boring concept theming throughout it, which I kind of took a look at their website and their Instagram page. I'm not exactly sure what the boring concept is actually about. I just know like they have the little traffic cone. So I'm assuming they do like automotive stuff and like collabs and whatnot. But other than that, I don't really know what the boring concept is. Like, what do they do? What's their thing? But anyways, it's very cool. I really like the matte black with the glossy cream white. It's actually a very nice livery. And this is by far my favorite of the Liberty Walk McLarens so far. It does have Rohana wheels on it. And here's where I get into my wheel complaint again with this one. So at least I believe those are Rohana. Yeah, so this one has Rohana wheels in it, which Mini GT actually did a really good job on these wheels. We've seen them, I believe, on the other McLarens too. And now that I'm looking at them, these look different. Oh, I might have to pull out the other two McLarens. BRB. Okay, so I pulled out the black one. This is Mini GT number 777. This was the first release of this casting, the 720S Liberty Walk. So this one, these did have Rohana wheels, but these ones are different than the wheels on the boring concept version. They are actually different Rohana wheels. So this stirs the pot even more and makes this a little bit more interesting. I thought they were the same. So when you look up a photo of this real car or go to like Instagram and find it, you will see that it has like the same cream color as the body of the car, but they're like a basket weave style wheel. That's what you'll see on this car. I did a little bit of digging, a little bit of light digging. It wasn't that hard to find because I was curious about the wheel choice that they used for the Mini GT. So and I believe it was Blackfish that designed this one as well. On their Instagram page, if you scroll back, they had some, I don't know if, I'm assuming it was just like some renders, because I'm pretty sure Blackfish makes the liveries. When the first post that they had of this, the boring concept McLaren, they had black Rohana wheels on it. And that's why I'm not as mad as this one. And I actually do believe that these are the same Rohana wheels that were in those renders. However, I could not find any photos of the real car with these black Rohana wheels on it. I can only find pictures of those cream colored, like basket weave wheels. So I give this one some slack because the initial Blackfish render of this livery and car did have these wheels on it. And now that I'm seeing that they use different wheels between the red and black one for this casting, I think that that's what Mini GT was going for, was they were actually tackling that first initial render, which I think it went to SEMA. I didn't see any pictures from SEMA, but anyways, I digress. Wheels on this one, good. They are accurate to at least some sort of source material. This one, not accurate to any source material, I don't believe. I might have to scroll back on Blackfish's Instagram page, and maybe there was white Rohanas on this one, but I don't think so. But yeah, so the point, this solidifies my point for this being lazy even more, because they did the first two colors, the black and red, with these Rohana wheels, and then they changed up and did a new Rohana wheel for this one. So why couldn't they have done it for the Gravity Lambo back here? I don't know. Anyways, we'll keep going through with the review. The wheels look really good on this one, and they feel really solid. They roll quite nicely, and I really do like those cream-colored Rohana logos on that center lock in the middle. Very nice. Matte black wheels. They look really good. And then, again, it's just a pretty cool livery. You have the Boring Concept logo up there at the front in cream in that black part, which I like, and also Liberty Walk. And then I really do like the little drip on the underneath the headlight right there as well. That's pretty cool. Little canards, Rohana logo up at the front, McLaren printed onto the little canard on the side, which is actually pretty cool. It is quite nice. I also like how the cream color kind of runs up the top of the window, and then also there's a little bit of a stripe right there on the roof as well. And then Inno Z-Tech, which I believe was part of this one as well. I could be wrong. But Inno Z-Tech on the front windshield banner, and then the Boring Concept logos on the back window. And yeah, Blackfish design right there as well. So both of these liveries were designed by Blackfish, which is pretty cool. I do like that. I think Blackfish design is awesome. But yeah, overall, I do like this one a lot, actually. It says eat, sleep, car, repeat. That's funny. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Big Rohana logo right there. The Boring Concept, of course. McLaren on the rear wing with the little Boring Concept logos on the side. Inno Z-Tech on the bottom of the rear wing. Yeah, it's pretty nice. They did, again, these the taillights on this one are just painted. They did a metallic paint for this one. I think they just did like red for the other ones, and they did metallic for this one. So I do think the taillights look better on this particular one. But Liberty Walk on the license plate, it looks like they actually did a silver license plate frame for this one. I wish they'd pay attention to detail like that on non-Liberty Walk cars. But anyways, back looks nice. I like the cream on the rear diffuser. Again, the drip on the right taillight right there. Overall, it's pretty nice. I do like this one. Tells you what it is on the bottom, flat base. Yeah, so this is definitely, for me, this is the winner between the two. I do really like this one. Definitely going to be my favorite Liberty Walk McLaren, I think. Unless they do something else cool. But yeah, lazy right here. I think the wheels on this are lazy. Unless there's source material with white Forgiatos on it, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, I don't know. But there they are. I know you guys have been very much looking forward to seeing these, so here they finally are. Sorry it took so long. But yeah, overall, both are cool. Just a little bit lazy on the Gravity, and I do kind of wish that we would have gotten the actual white basket weave lace wheels on the McLaren, because I do think it looks better. I think the real car looks better with them, but it is accurate to source material of some sort, so I can't really knock it too much. But anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me through this. This was a lot of rambling for it, but yeah, I wanted to get the point across with the wheels on these. Other than that, they're pretty good. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.